After Dark, Week 5 of the NFL. We spotlight the Monday night game for all you Swifties. In politics, is it time to second-guess the two-party nonsense by adding a third candidate that's making dollars and cents? And this week, I speak with head coach Mike Tomlin. The standard is the standard. All this and more coming up next. Good evening, and welcome to ONEIL After Dark. My name is Tanner O'Neill. A stupid response from stupid people. Monday Night Swiftball was headlined by the New Orleans Saints as they traveled to Arrowhead Stadium to take on the Kansas City Swifties in swifticular fashion. Let's swiftly see how it all played out. New Orleans at Kansas City. The most important thing about this game was Taylor Swift was in attendance. The second big thing to happen was Saints quarterback Derek Carr's quality of play, just out there slinging it with reckless abandon. This led to friends of the show, Alvin Kamara and Chris Olave, not putting up sufficient numbers. Carr's foolhardy stupidity buried the Saints offense right from the get-go. As far as the Chiefs, Kermit and the gang did the normal ridiculous football things you can expect in Chiefs games. Also, Carr exited the game in the fourth quarter, and the Saints brought in a child to play quarterback. The biggest takeaway from this game is Derek Carr is a menace. Saints lose. Well, that was absolutely terrific. We turn now to politics, and this election season has seemed like a tortured poets department. Both the Republicans and Democrats' stance on issues from the economy to immigration might as well be a song titled, "We Are Never Getting Back Together," as Donald Trump and Kamala Harris spoke about how they would run America, when everyone knows America runs on Duncan. With this contentious election, you could say that everything has changed. But rest easy, voters. This is the last time you will have to cast a ballot for the next 4 years. We go now to some video and sound on tape from the candidates.
I know what it means for the whole community, for you all to take on the lives that you have decided to live. Those people will never know your name, but every American has an opportunity to lift up the middle class in America's economy.
Well, we have some of the dumbest leaders in the world. We have losers. We have losers.
They're losers. They're just losers.
We have very stupid people. We have stupid leadership. How stupid are our leaders?
Delightful and informative as always. By November 6th, the American voters might be asking themselves, is it over? With both Harris and Trump doing their best at campaigning, a third candidate yes indeed, Buttons the Cat from Buttons for America, who has recently received the endorsement from the Secretary of State of the Degeneracy, which to my knowledge is a fantasy football league that includes myself, who is a 4-time league champion, as well as the commissioner, and 9 other disreputable jerks. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. The Houston Texans hosted the Buffalo Bills on Sunday at NRG Stadium, and my best friend Joe Mixon was still sidelined for the contest. Get well soon, buddy. We all miss you. Cam Akers filled in for Mixon, and here's what happened. Bills at Texans. CJ Stroud continued to be an absolute boss, throwing for over 300 yards and 2 scores in this game. And, once again, Nico Collins saw his fair share of the action on 12 catches for 151 yards and a touchdown. Cam Akers also had a scamper and score. This game came down to the wire as kicker Kamimi Fairbairn was given the nod to attempt a 59-yarder for the win.
Snap, placement, sweeps the leg, Fairbairn! It's good!
Perfect. The Texans will be on the road next week as they face the AFC East trash that is known as the New England Patriots. Check local listings for availability. In the last episode, I spoke of going over recipes for fine fall food. And, true to my word, that is what I did over the weekend, attempting to make this. Ah, yes. I followed the instructions to the letter. And this was my result. Success. A few days ago, I met up with Super Bowl champion and head coach Mike Tomlin, who has been the Pittsburgh Steelers coach since the franchise began in the 1960s. Also, in the decades he has been in charge in Pittsburgh, has never had a below 500 season. This was our conversation. Good afternoon, Coach. How are you today?
There's a fine line between drinking wine and squashing grapes, and
Yeah, I get that. It's totally relatable. Tough loss recently against the Dallas Cowboys there in Pittsburgh. Would you care to comment on that?
we didn't do enough over 60 minutes to.
Solid. In your time of coaching the Steelers, you have never had a losing season. What do you attribute that success to, Coach?
Forget what comes after.
Brilliant. Do you feel that poor front office decisions and meddling ownership is trying to hamstring you from winning yet another Super Bowl?
You know, I just thought early on, man, I didn't think that we were connected enough from a communication standpoint.
Very good, Coach. Just a few more questions here, if you don't mind. What is the plan moving forward?
You know, that's the cat and mouse strategic component of play.
Oh, yeah? Buttons as a cat. Are you familiar with Buttons for America, sir? Oh, all right. Fair enough, Coach. Thank you for your time. Any parting comments for the viewers?
You got a chance to lose, and thank you.
Yes. Award-winning primetime journalism indeed. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Join us next. Somebody want to get a handle on that sandwich that just whipped across the screen there? That might be a problem. Join us next week for another fall recipe, and maybe whatever happened to that escaped walrus and his alleged malcontent harborer. Thanks for watching ONEIL After Dark. My name is Tanner O'Neill.
You got a chance to lose, and that's